Hello everybody, the Lawn Gnome is here. Thank you for your cooperation.
Yeah, Hollywood, you know I love you more than one man should. Yeah, Hollywood, well kiss me good. Yeah, Hollywood, you know I love you.
Went to see a remake of a 1980s action classic that, in my opinion, was definitely overdue for one of those makeovers. And of course, I am talking about the newest envisioning of the superhero enforcing sensation, RoboCop, starring a slew of very well-known actors, including Gary Oldman, Samuel L. Jackson, Jackie Earle Haley, and Michael Keaton. Now, I am not the biggest fan of the original RoboCop, although I understand the wonderfulness that is RoboCop and one of those honky-tonk action movies from the 1980s, but when I found out that they were planning on actually turning this into a new movie, and when I saw the trailer, I was intrigued to see how this was going to turn out, just because of the fact that it was one of those movies that it was ahead of its time, and now the technology has finally caught up to the idea, and now we have it. And I have to say, from a special effects standpoint, the movie is definitely fun and entertaining, and it has that real 80s action movie feel. The acting itself is really not so great. It was just a little subpar, but I really don't think that the acting was what they really took into account when they wanted to make this movie. Samuel L. Jackson is always giving you a good performance because he is Samuel L. Jackson. He was in there for a great laugh. Michael Keaton, fun to watch. Jackie Earle Haley was probably the one that really surprised me the most. But then again, why should I? He's great in everything that he's in. Although the only thing that I could say that was very disappointing was there really wasn't that much character development. Alex Murphy, who is RoboCop, really didn't connect with him. The actor that they chose to play Alex Murphy in this rendition was not really someone that I really enjoyed watching. He just seemed very bland. Pretty much when he's RoboCop, just like in the movie, the machine takes over. But as far as positives go, the story is nothing like the original. It's a very interesting take on the original story, and it's not about a guy basically being stopped by a gang. It's really more of corporation and ethics and politics all mixed in. And it turns out to be a very different story. Another thing that I was a little upset about was the fact that Peter Weller did not show up, and neither did Kurtwood Smith. It would have been nice to have at least thrown somebody from the original movie into the mix, just saying, yes, this is a creation that has been done before, we just wanted to give you a little homage, but it did have a couple of the famous lines from the movie. If you just want to go to the theaters and just get lost for 2 hours, then RoboCop is definitely one of those movies that will do that for you. It wasn't great, but did I enjoy it? Of course, and I'm going to give RoboCop 2 out of 4. If you've seen it, let me know what your thoughts are. I'd really like to know what you guys think about it, and what other movies do you think should be redone? Never-ending Story, remade, directed by the great Guillermo del Toro. Comments? I am the Lawn Gnome, and remember that actions speak louder than words.